Welcome to this week's edition of JackTalk. I'm Jamie Portillo. Joining me today is the SFA Women's Soccer Assistant Coach Kelly Tarrant and player Rachel Owens. Thank you guys for coming by.
Of course.
So tell me about yourself, Rachel.
My name is Rachel Owens. I'm a sophomore from Houston, Texas.
How long have you been playing soccer with us?
I've been here for 2 years.
Oh, that's awesome. What about you, Coach?
I've been at SFA for coming up to 3 years now. I grew up in England, lived there till I was 16, then moved over to the States with my family, and wound up here in good old Nacogdoches in July 2011. So, been here a little while.
Yeah. How is SFA soccer treating you?
Really well, really well. I mean, we're winning. The team's awesome. Great personalities on the team. Everything's going really well. Definitely really happy to be here.
Hey, thank you. We're happy to have you. So tell us about the spring soccer that we have going on right now.
All right, so our spring season is a little bit different than our full competitive season. In the spring, don't really get to play that many games. It's more training, working out. So we're nearing the end of that spring season too. We've played 2 games. We've played Navarro Junior College. We beat 4-0, who actually reached the national championship game at the junior college level. Then this past Sunday we beat SMU 3-0. So it's always nice to beat an in-state rival.
Yeah.
So it's been a good spring so far. Definitely very happy.
That's good. And how do you guys think that spring soccer helps you guys out with the fall?
Well, mainly we lift a lot more and run a lot more, and I think that it really helps us develop our skills more and really get strong for our fall season because we don't lift as much during season.
Yeah.
So it's really like a preparing time for us.
So it's a lot of workouts in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Lots of lifting.
Yeah. So what do you think is the toughest challenge in the season, in the fall season especially?
I know for the athletes, it's when we travel a lot, keeping up with our classes and just being tired all the time, but we managed to figure it out.
What about the coaches? What is the toughest?
For us, the toughest part is our full season is so short, yet there's so many games. We play close to 20 games in a little over, I don't even know if it actually equates to 3 months. So we're doing so much, and then our players report back to campus actually the beginning of August, about 2 weeks before the other students do, and that's the only time we get to be with them before the season starts. So from May to beginning of August, it's all them. So that's probably the toughest part, is just how short that season is, and you don't want to run them into the ground and beat them down in those first few weeks. Otherwise, they're not going to have they won't have any energy left in the tank come November. So the toughest part is making sure we're successful, we're winning, but then we're also conserving energy, using as least we can to kind of get where we need to be. And that's the toughest part, is how short the season is, and then the time of our season. It makes it really tough.
And especially, I'm sure that you guys want to get far ahead and get to the NCAA tournament. How far have you guys gotten into the NCAA tournament?
Stephen F. Austin has made the NCAA tournament in women's soccer 3 times, and we've never actually won one of those games. Actually, no team in the Southland Conference, as far as soccer goes, has won a game.
Yeah.
So our goal is to make the NCAA tournament every year, and then to actually advance in that tournament. That's the ultimate goal for us. We want to win conference championships and all that stuff, but like you saw in basketball this year, it's all about postseason.
Yeah.
You want the longest season you can possibly have.
Exactly.
So that's our goal, is we want to play for as long as we can. We don't want to stop.
No, and it's already accomplishment getting there.
Yeah, I mean, it's huge to get there. We don't want to just get to the party and get kicked out.
Yeah. How do you guys plan on making it further on to the tournament?
Well, our fall of 2014 schedule, the contracts aren't in, so we can't really go over the names of the teams we'll be playing yet, but we have 2 teams coming up this fall that we'll be playing who made the NCAA tournament, and they actually advanced to the Sweet 16. So we'll be playing 2 teams that made it to the Sweet 16. We'll be playing a Pac-12 school, and we'll be playing 3 SEC schools. So for us, it's the more experience we can get playing those teams, the better we'll be prepared come when we have to play them in November. If we went the whole season not playing a team of that caliber, it'll be pretty tough when you're kind of thrown in against them come November and you haven't been really used to that. So we're playing 2 Sweet 16 teams this year, so hopefully that should
give a lot of practice.
Exactly, and we're right there. We can compete with
Yeah.
these teams. We just gotta get over that little hump there.
Definitely. Well, our record last year was 16-3 last season. What are the key elements you think that aided you guys to keep a really good season?
I think our team chemistry is really important, and all of our girls are really close, and we're really close to all of our coaches. And just the atmosphere and practice, like we all want to be there. We're all competing, and we have that drive to just want to be the best. And we have that competitive edge when we play teams. We don't want to just beat them or tie them. Like we want to beat them by a lot. And so. Yeah,
and especially you guys definitely have. I know we played against Sam Houston, and that was a rival game, and we won. It went overtime, and we won 1-0. How do you guys how is that? Because I know overtime. Well, there's a 90-minute game, right? And then after overtime, it's 30 minutes. So how is the?
Isn't it 2?
Yeah. So after the regulation time, you go into 2 10-minute periods, and it's first goal wins the game. So there's no chance to go down and come back. It's whoever scores wins it. And especially against Sam Houston, we actually did that twice this year. We beat them in the regular season. We beat them in overtime, and then in the conference tournament, we actually went down 1-0 and came back and won that game 2-1. But anytime you can win a game in overtime, it just they're running out there, especially hot Sunday afternoon. Legs are tired. Yeah. It makes everything go away. It's a really good feeling.
Well, what are some of the, last question real quick, what are some of the home games coming up next for this spring season, and then for fall as well?
And our spring season, we're going to have a kind of combination of an alumni game and an inter-squad scrimmage on April 26th. So there'll be a little combination, kind of see where we're at with that. That'll be our last kind of time we're all together before, August rolls around. After April 26th, we won't really have the girls on the field again until August. So, and then come August, we open the season with a Pac-12 team coming here. So anytime you can get a team from one of those big conferences to come to Nacogdoches, it's pretty exciting.
All right, thank you guys so much for stopping by. All right, thank you for joining us. Coming up next, we have Hector Sanchez with Macy Blankenship of Butcher Boys. Stay tuned.
Welcome back to JackTalk. I'm Hector Sanchez, and today I'm here with Macy Blankenship of Butcher Boys. How are you doing today?
Hi, I'm good.
Tell us about the Mega Burger contest Butcher Boys had.
On March 30th, we had a Mega Burger competition. It was a 5-pound burger, and we invited people to come try and eat the 5-pound burger. If they were able to, they won a t-shirt, a koozie, a gift card. Whoever did the best time also won $100. Everything we made that day, a portion of it went to MD Anderson for the children's art program. A lot of people know them by the little Christmas cards and stuff that the kids make. It was neat.
Around how much money did y'all raise?
We raised $800.
So how many people signed up for the competition?
We prepared for 20. We were ready. We thought 20 will be, that's probably as many people would show up. Well, 54 people later, we had 54 people sign up, and we had 2 that actually ate the whole thing.
Oh wow! And I also actually was looking at some of your Facebook pictures for Butcher Boys page, and it seemed like there was a lot of people. It seemed like it was a big success. Tell us about that.
It was very successful. Like I said, we were planning, maybe 20 people would try it. But at one point, I looked out over the parking lot, and the entire parking lot was full of people. Inside was full of people. There were kids everywhere. It was great.
Okay. Well, I personally love burgers. I love burgers, and I saw the Butcher Boy Mega Burger, and that thing was huge. Tell us how much time it takes to make that.
It was huge. It was a 5-pound burger. There were 2 2-pound patties on each burger. And we did make each burger, if someone didn't want pickles, we would put extra something else. But everyone was, it was fair. Everyone's burger weighed 5 pounds. And we even had a few girls compete. And that was fun to watch.
That sounds fun. Well, one of your cooks, Jennifer Williams, she's actually a cancer survivor.
She is.
And she was really passionate about this contest, and she really wanted people to sign up for this contest because her personal story.
Right.
And we actually got a chance to interview her, and here's her story.
Well, in 2008, I discovered a lump in September, but like most people, I didn't have insurance and just thought, oh, it's just some kind of irritation, it'll go away. But after over a month, and it didn't go away, and I just couldn't shake the feeling that something was wrong. So I went to the ER and just asked them, could they look at it and tell me if I was overreacting or if it was what they thought. Well, I got a referral to go to another doctor. He did a lumpectomy. It was malignant. And I'm telling you, when you hear those words, it is malignant, when he goes into how many centimeters the tumor was, all that just goes away. You just, oh my God. Because at the time, my oldest was 17, my youngest was 12. I'm a single parent, but I was blessed that after they did the lumpectomy, it was localized. It had not reached any lymph nodes. It had not reached any other areas. I went through 2 rounds of chemo, and as of November, my last yearly appointment, I am cancer-free, and I thank the Lord for it, because without Him, I wouldn't be here.
So tell us a little bit about her, Jennifer Williams' story.
That was Jennifer that you just saw. She is a breast cancer survivor. The Butcher Boys family has really been affected by cancer. Our owner, that's my grandmother, she's survived cancer twice. Jennifer survived breast cancer, and while Jennifer was out, really anything she needed, in this segment she was saying, anything she needed, we helped her take care of. She's a single mother. She raised all of her kids by herself. So she's a real trooper, and she's one of the people, when you come in the store, she's going to say hi, and if she knows your first name, she's going to call you out by name. She's great. A lot of people know her.
She was really positive, and like her story really motivated me. She was really happy, and like you go into the store and she's just out there.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and then this organization y'all are benefiting, MD Anderson. Tell us a little bit more about that organization.
Okay, MD Anderson is in Houston, Texas. They have a few other places, but that's the one that hit closest to home. My grandmother went there in 1997. She had leukemia, and she was told, there wasn't much hope. They gave her 3 months to live, and she's still with us today. And then last year, she survived thyroid cancer, and MD Anderson brought her through both times.
And during the Mega Burger contest, you actually had 2 winners.
We did.
It's a little weird.
Yeah.
But tell us about the winners.
The winners, you will be shocked. One was 15, and he ate the whole thing in 45 minutes. They had an hour, but he was so excited when he heard that there was a money prize, for whoever had the best time. So he ate it in 45 minutes. And then the other guy that won was actually a coach from Henderson, which is close by.
And what did they win?
They won a t-shirt, a gift card, a koozie, and the younger boy, Jesse, he won the $100 because he ate it in the quickest time.
Is this a yearly thing? Is this something y'all are going to do every year now?
It is. This was our first real year, to kick it off, but we had a great time, and I think next year will just be even better.
And I understand y'all are having a student and teacher week?
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about that.
Every year we try to encourage, younger students to come in. Butcher Boys is known for an older crowd, but we're trying to bring in a younger crowd now. Monday through Wednesday, every week, we have a student menu, which is discounted really great. You just bring your ID and you get an awesome discount. But for Teacher Student Week, we're going to have the student menu for anyone. So anyone that works on campus, as long as they have an ID, that says SFA or whatever campus they're from, they can get that discounted price.
And personally, what was your favorite part of the competition when you were there and saw the whole people there and the whole vibe? What was your favorite
I think just seeing our community come together, and even people from out of town were driving in. That morning we had people calling from Houston. I know we had a few couples from Galveston that drove in just because MD Anderson had helped their families too, and they wanted to come see, what we were doing.
Yeah. And future contests that you do, what's something that you want to do different in order for the community to know more about this event? Because it's such a great event.
Right.
What would you do?
I think I want to get more local businesses involved. Maybe Java Jacks, a few places that, Java Jacks eats with us all the time. We go to them. I think if we pull the local businesses together, that we could make it really big.
And what's your position at Butcher Boys?
I'm the manager.
And what do you do as the manager, planning
everything.
these contests?
I do everything. I actually we had a sandwich that came on a huge bun. And I told my grandpa one day, I said, we should try and put a burger on this thing, just for fun. And that's kind of how the burger competition came along.
How long did it take in order to prepare for this huge contest?
About a week, because there was a lot of ordering, and just those hamburger patties, they were so big, it took 15 minutes at least to cook each one.
It looked really, like, the burgers were huge. I actually cooked them outside.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
All right, well, thank you so much for coming today.
Thank you.
And coming up next, we have Megan Chase with Morgan McGrath, president of the SFA Quidditch team. You won't want to miss it.
Welcome back. I'm here with Morgan McGrath, the president of the SFA Quidditch team. Thank you for joining us today. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you. So how did the Quidditch team get started? Like, whose idea was it to have this?
It's actually kind of a collaboration of ideas. The original president of the Harry Potter Alliance, Tanisha Mix, she kind of she knew she wanted to have a Quidditch team on this campus, and when she had to leave, unfortunately, for leave the club for her teaching, Lorianne kind of took over, Lorianne Whitman, and she wanted to get it started, and I took the initiative as the vice president, and I got it started.
Awesome. That's really cool.
Yeah.
So tell me how a typical game goes, like Quidditch.
Okay, so there are 7 players on each team. There are 2 beaters, which are people that will take dodgeballs to get out other players. There are 3 chasers, which toss the balls into the hoops. 1 keeper, which guards the hoops, and 1 person that chases after a snitch, which the snitch is a person that dresses up in all yellow and tucks a sock with a tennis ball into the back of their shorts and runs around the field, and you have to grab the tennis ball out of their shorts.
Awesome.
It's really great. It's fun to watch. It's fun to play. It's a great time.
So it's kind of a combination of like soccer, lacrosse, like different combinations of sports. Awesome. So how did you get the word out to SFA and to recruit players?
Advertising, we put up flyers for an interest meeting that we had a couple weeks ago. Facebook, honestly, we promoted through that. We have a Facebook page called Lumberjack Quidditch. If you guys want to check us out on there, we post all of our information on it in there. But it's really getting the lovers of Harry Potter and the sports players that know that they want to do something besides the regular sport and kind of get that.
Yeah,
get those kind of people.
So we actually have a clip from Harry Potter, so we're going to watch this real quick and then give the differences between Harry Potter Quidditch and SFA Quidditch. So here's the clip. So watching this clip, is it as violent as that is? Is that kind of like a kind of how it goes? I mean, minus the flying.
Obviously, we do not fly on brooms, but we do have to have a broom of some sort between our legs. People use anything from lamps to vacuums to anything that they can grab. But most teams have, I think it's regulation. I'm not positive on the inches, but we're trying to make PVC brooms, but we don't fly, obviously. That would be cool, but it is violent. We don't get pads. And and falling, from experience, falling with something between your legs is not fun.
I can only imagine.
But you know, it's a fun time. It's really awesome.
So word on the street is that Sam Houston has a Quidditch team.
They do.
Would you say that that's kind of like a Slytherin Gryffindor rival, or just kind of a friendly rival?
I think it's more of a friendly rival right now. You know, we haven't gone to play them yet, but we do have a tournament planned that we were invited to. It's a hat tournament, so all of our names will be put into a hat, and you'll get put on a team based on a hat. But that's on the April 26th. At Sam Houston, and and we plan to go to that.
So you said that you weren't competitive yet with other schools. How are you trying to get your word out to other schools that you are wanting to come and like play them or have a match?
Honestly, I don't know how we're going to do that yet, but I think that tournament will be really good for us. There's people coming from all schools to participate in it, so
it'll finally get your name out to everyone.
Like there's people that have posted on our page that, oh my gosh, I can't believe SFA has a Quidditch team, like that's so awesome, I can't wait to play y'all. So we're really excited. I don't remember what school it was from, but somewhere in Texas.
Awesome. So I know that Quidditch isn't the only Harry Potter related organization here. I heard that there's a Harry Potter Alliance. Tell us more about that.
Yeah, I'm the vice president of that. It's a charity and community service interest organization. We do community service a lot through SFA and through the community. It's a really great organization. I like it a lot.
And can you tell me about the ASIO campaign and who it benefits and what that's about?
The Accio Books campaign. It's okay. That's a book drive nationwide to get books to people who can't necessarily get books, that don't have the money to, that don't have the finances or the ability to. It's really great. We're not participating in that because we didn't think that a book drive would be super possible on a college campus. But right now we're actually having a bake sale outside the Student Center for the troops, so we can send books to the troops.
That's awesome, especially because Harry Potter began as a book franchise, so that's cool that you can give back that way. So I heard that the Quidditch World Cup was, I think, yesterday, you said.
It was yesterday.
Who was the winner of that?
UT won. University of Texas, yeah. I'm from Austin, so.
So that was good for you.
Yeah, that was good for me.
And let's say, what is your favorite part of the game?
My favorite part is just everyone coming together and playing a great game and having a fun time. You know, right now we're not super competitive. We're just kind of learning the game, learning all the ropes. But you know, in the future, I think it's going to be a really big thing on campus, and I'm really excited.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today. I think that's all the time we have for this episode. Be sure to tune in next week for another edition of Jack Talk.